Japan Part 58. Honda announced it was prepared to meet them. Its Japanese competitors had no choice but to follow quickly. As a result, Japan auto emission standards that meet as strict as of the original Musk law proposed to the United States. America has yet to adopt these high standards. Similarly, after consultation with the appropriate industry leaders, Environment Agency bureaucrats created standards for smoke emissions from newly opened plants that are the most rigid one in the world. One of Japan's most imaginative pollution control plans is built on the principle that requires automobile producers to pay an emission tax and polluters to pay the cost of the medical care and the compensation to the victims. Since the number of pollution victims in a given area is commonly more than the public health, or court officials can examine individually to determine precisely the source and the amount of pollution, bureaucrats worked out a system to determine disaster areas with geographic boundaries. All polluters in the areas are required to contribute to a fund compensate victims certified by local health officials as suffering from pollution-related diseases. In this way, the Japanese avoid the complex litigation, investigation, and expense required in America when individuals sue insurance company to provide the compensation. As a result, companies are eager to control emissions to avoid both monetary payments and adverse publicity. Some American concerned with their pollutions are beginning to urge that America consider similar measures as done by Japan. When the cost of the pollution control are particularly expensive in industries considered basic to the economy, the government helps to arrange trust loans to facilitate modernization. To help progress in confronting pollution, government bureaucrats and costs have also worked closely with this community, contributed to basic research on control and with the measure of abatement. In 1975, OECD report estimated that Japan was spending about 3% of its GNP pollution expenses, several times as any other member country, and that anti-pollution investments have been more important in Japan. The report concluded that Japan has undoubtedly the worst rising pollution trends for a number of reasons, particularly in the field of pollution and toxic chemicals. And despite the high regulation of industrial production, we're now in the main cities as the American, French, British, or German is. An impressive accomplishment given the concentration of industry in the smallest space. Bureaucrats are concerned with the issues diverse as increasing trees, fleets, redistricting and consolidating administrative units, equalizing standards of maintaining social income, and elevating educational standards through the country. Yet the elite corps have in small size. Bureaucrats have visions, but when possible, they pass representation to the private sector. They consider the profit returns increase the efficiency.